Virtual reality has been talked about a lot in the past, from popular movies like the Wachowski brothers' The Matrix or Steven Spielberg's Ready Player One to novels like Veronica Roth's Divergent series. VR has been a huge hit with audiences around the world, serving as a potential solution to escaping from reality. However, perhaps again and again the questions have been asked about how possible is it to recreate some of these VR systems. Before we can answer the question of possibility though, we need to first categorize the virtual reality technology into two separate categories. There's augmented reality and virtual reality. Augmented reality is simply adding digital elements onto your device's camera screen. Augmented reality ranges from popular games like Pokemon Go into simpler everyday uses like Snapchat filters. However, virtual reality is completely different as it becomes a complete immersion in the virtual world that shuts out the physical world. Even in this version of virtual reality though, we still have different categories. There's mixed reality and actual virtual reality. Mixed reality is actually what is currently being worked on by a lot of companies, including Microsoft. This system is meant to mix the features between virtual reality and augmented reality. Perhaps in a mixed reality game, it would seem like your house is suddenly under siege by horror zombies and that you have to defend it. The game would analyze your surroundings via your device's camera and then simultaneously project virtual zombies into that space. This would be the augmented reality part. Then you as a player could move around your own house while killing these zombies while they show up on your camera. This moving around becomes a virtual reality game because it kind of immerses you into the game by allowing you the freedom to move around your house while killing said zombies. If this game only had zombies on camera, it would turn from a mixed reality game into an augmented reality game because it would probably feel less realistic and less like you were actually running into those zombies in real life. However, if the opposite was to happen and instead the game didn't have a camera and instead had a different map to run along, then the game would become a virtual reality game because you would be completely immersed in a VR system. Now that we hopefully have a better sense of the differences of virtual reality, augmented reality, and mixed reality, we can finally address the possibilities of creating each genre. Augmented reality and mixed reality are quite easy to create, and we can safely say that they have been created already. Augmented reality has been part of our lives for at least 2 years now since the release of Snapchat filters in 2016, which is, as we mentioned before, a version of augmented reality. Mixed reality is also a very plausible idea, albeit it is a somewhat dead idea. The problem with mixed reality is that a lot of the time the user would have to walk around a lot in real life and would then thus become exhausted fairly quickly. Sure, the game would be a great way to exercise, but to be frank, most gamers these days are playing games because they are fun and not because we need a different way to work out. So thus, we are left with virtual reality, a game that is already possible and being worked on, but now the question shifts from is it possible to how good can we actually make it? Oftentimes though, the main issue with this virtual reality system is that companies will try to convince their consumers that the device makes you feel like you're actually there or that their device is unlike anything that you've ever experienced as quoted by the Oculus Rift website. However, this is simply not true for probably at least 90% of companies. Although Oculus or a different company can claim that their device is completely unique and different from other virtual reality experiences, the reality is that most headsets have the same functions at the end of the day. By comparing the statistics on each headset and simply lining them up along each other, we can quickly conclude that each headset has no major differences. In fact, here's an image for the top 7 virtual reality headsets that you can get on the market right now, and as you can clearly see, most of the features are extremely similar if not exactly the same. In businesses, we call this kind of action a plateau, a state in which most companies who create the same thing have now reached the same pinnacle of achievement, and now, well, unfortunately, it seems like there is nowhere left for them to go. Have we truly drained all that we can from virtual reality? Is the end of the line for virtual reality exploration? Is it even possible to improve on anything else, and if what exactly can we improve on? Perhaps these questions could be better answered in a different episode. But until then, I hope this video has helped clear some things up. Thanks for watching!